Green. You said Greenville, Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the nearest big city is what? Dallas.
Dallas. I lived there for a year too.
Hey, that's what's up. Are you a Cowboy fan?
I am not a Cowboys
fan. All right, dude. Go ahead.
I had a worse team.
This is the end of the podcast.
Just gonna end it here.
I'm with you.
Look at him.
I'm with you. There's a reason they haven't won in like 10 years.
Hey, yes, I get it. I get it. We fucking suck again. Okay.
Man.
We're
This
past
is the
that.
new Browns, man.
All right, dude. So tell us, like, when you were growing up, so you have a big family, right? You have a bunch of a bunch of siblings. Are they older? Are they younger than you?
I'm actually, so my mom has 4 kids and my dad has 6. So there were 2 siblings that I didn't actually grow up with. So, like, no, my mom has 4 kids with my dad, and then my dad has 2 other kids.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I was all like, yo,
totally wrong.
I was counting. I was like, dude, my
I'm
math,
sorry.
that's like 32 kids.
I was like, does that carry the one? Yeah, that's like kids, bro.
No, there's not that much of it. Well, I didn't grow up with 2. Out of my mom's kids, I was the youngest. So, like, she literally babied me. Like, she probably cut up my chicken until I was like 13 years old.
Hey, do that for Blue. Blue, shout out to Blue out here.
Have you guys ever seen like those memes where it's like when there's like a Mexican mom and she's shopping in the cart with like her kid and the kid's like 8 years old, still like asleep in the cart? That was Darion.
At 13, though.
That's right. Exactly.
Hey,
my dad hated it. He would get so upset about it. But my mom did it anyway. You know, I always loved her for it.
It's okay, man. I'm a mama's boy too, so shout out to moms out there.
Absolutely.
Kind of a plus.
It's not that bad, though, because up until like 7 years of age, this is really embarrassing. This is the first time I've ever said this.
Wow.
But I had my parents still wipe my butt. You go to the bathroom and then you just assume the position and then yell, "Mom, Dad!"
You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, I am.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that happening now, dude. Dude, it's like having your own But Butler. Hey, I gotta call my mom.
But Butler.
Those are memories that I'll remember until I die. Just like
dude.
I had for 7 years my own But Butler.
Right.
So, you make fun of me all you want, but I had somebody like coming to me and wiping my butt.
I mean, all you want. But you would not catch me wiping my own ass.
I'm a little jealous, to be honest.
Bro, I remember when I was little, dude, I don't know why I remember like being like 4 or 5 and like being so just like lazy and like dumb that like my mom would dress my ass. Like literally, like from head to toe, she would put on my pants, put on my underwear, put on my socks. I was just Chris is just limp. I'm just watching like some Red Hot like Chili Peppers music video on MTV or some shit.
Mom, lazy in dressing you and get you like that 2-piece like gray sweatpants suit and just put it on you and just give up. And you're just like, okay. My mom made me cook my own food when I was like 3.
This all started from Darion being big as a kid. And now we got Wes's personal But Butler, and I can't dress myself, and Misa cooks his own food.
So Darion, you are top tier when it comes to that. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dude, that's funny, man. God,
Those are good stories.
like, so when you're growing up and then you realize like the sports management thing that you're going to school for, when you realize that's not going to work out, like what else are you thinking about? Or was it right away like, I'm going to start a fucking YouTube channel and react to Morgan Wallen videos because he's the best country artist out right now?
I wish it would have clicked right then, but it did not. I went through like in college, me and my friend, we always like our goal was to get rich quick. It was like as fast as possible. So we got like one day we got a book on stocks. I tell you, we never flipped one page open on that book. We got and so I was like, I guess it's not gonna be that. But then I graduated and I probably worked like 5 or 6 different jobs because I would work at one place for like 6 months and be like, this is getting boring. I'm getting tired of it, and then go somewhere else. And then I figured out like I just don't like working, and so
hey, why are we doing this, dude?
I'd much rather do this than actually work a fucking job.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that weird?
Yes.
I'm the
Yes.
same way with like streaming.
Right.
It's like, oh, maybe one day.
So out of all those jobs you had, which one would you say? You don't have to name the place, but like, what was like the worst of the jobs that you had?
Maybe the first job I had because there was some pretty bad ones in there. The first one I was a cook, but I was a fry cook. In most restaurants, you got a fry cook and you got someone separate washing dishes. But I was to literally fry cooking and washing dishes at the same time, and it was minimum wage. And there was no talk about minimum wage being raised to $15 an hour at this point. I'm making $7.25 doing both of these jobs. And so I did not like it at all. I got to work with my friends, which was the best part. But other than that, hated
Right.
it.
Without having those like cool coworkers, some of those shitty jobs are like they're terrible. You know what I mean? Wes, what was the worst job you've ever had?
Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Best Buy. Absolutely. Best Buy or Zoomies. One of the two.
Okay.
He does look like somebody that would work in
I
those
think we
too.
asked him that on his podcast episode. I remember we got into the Zoomies conversation. Misa, what was the worst job you've ever had?
Oh, Carl's Jr., dude.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. was the worst. I remember my first day when I showed up, the main cook or whatever, he quit. He just walked out as I'm walking in and they're all yelling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then the managers were like, you're going to be our cook for today. And I was like, I don't even know how to fucking do this shit, you know? And by the end of the day, dude, I was taking orders and cooking and washing dishes.
That's like
for an hour.
That's awesome. But like for me, that's how I became a bartender for a while. I went to a restaurant like Greenery, you know, the Greenery, and the bartender quit, and there's like, hey, Wes, go ahead and go in the bar. And I was like, dude, I'm 18, but I'm down. I'm down.
Dude, I was putting like $6 patties on like the 49-cent fucking burgers.
Oh yeah, hook everybody up.
Yeah, I didn't last very long.
Yeah, dude. They were like they started doing inventory of their food, and they're like, "Fucking Misa's just fucking us right now, left and right."
Hey, but it brought people back for sure.
Yep, cool.
What about you, Chris?
I would say my worst job was probably working at Applebee's. That was pretty trash. I was 15 years old.
God bless.
It's always food industry.
Right. Yeah, and I was busting tables, and then I would have like these waiters that would just like, since I was a little kid, they'd be like, they felt like they could just like boss me around, which they could. I mean, they were like fucking 25 years old. What was I going to do? I'm by myself, fucking 15.
I'm going to tell my mom.
And so, yeah, it was just terrible. But you know what I would do is when I would walk around the restaurant, making sure like all the tables were clean. If I saw a waiter that was slacking, like, and their table needed like ketchup or fries or refills, I would hit them up, bro. And I'd be like, what you guys need? Fries, ketchup, what you need, anything,
and
right?
He'll pull out the ketchup and like flip it.
No, I wouldn't do that. But I would get to them faster than their waiter would. So they would end up fucking tipping me and not the waiter. And then the waiter would get pissed. But I was like, hey, dude, take care of your shit. I'm only 15. How do I know this? And you can't figure it out.
You got a problem? Man. You got a problem? Talk to my mom.
So yeah, that was it. But yeah, dude, fucking shitty jobs, dude. I mean, but it's cool. The people you meet when you work in those places. I mean,
it's bad business on every floor.
So then eventually what made you start your YouTube channel, Darion? What was it that like clicked in your head that was like, hey, like I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm going to do social media. And was it always reaction videos or were you like open to different ideas? Cause I've seen other types of content on your channel. But did it always start that way or what was the idea behind it?
No, at first, before